Have you always believed that milk is the ultimate source of calcium? Well, here's a shocking truth. Milk is not the only or even the best source of calcium for building stronger bones. In fact, there are everyday foods hiding in your kitchen right now that can actually give you more calcium than milk, without the bloating, hormones, or dairy sensitivity that milk can cause. Welcome back to Peak Physique, where we uncover science-backed secrets to help you stay young, fit, and strong, naturally. So, if you're ready to discover the 7 most powerful calcium-rich foods that can strengthen your bones, teeth, and joints better than milk, stick around till the end, because number 7 will absolutely surprise you. Before we dive in, here's a little-known fact that might shock you. Studies show that nearly 68% of adults worldwide don't get enough calcium from their daily diet, and it's not just older people at risk. Even teenagers and young adults are showing early signs of weak bones, hairline fractures, and muscle cramps because their calcium intake is way below the required amount. And here's the kicker: even people who drink milk every day can still have calcium deficiency. That's because not all calcium gets absorbed efficiently from milk, especially when your body lacks vitamin D or magnesium. So, let's break the myth once and for all. If you think you need to drink 2 or 3 glasses of milk every day to strengthen your bones, think again. There are far better, tastier, and healthier alternatives that can do wonders for your bone health. Before revealing these superfoods, let's understand why calcium matters so much. Calcium isn't just about bones. It plays a role in your heart rhythm, muscle function, and nerve communication. When you don't get enough calcium, your body starts stealing it from your bones to maintain other vital functions. That's why, over time, you might experience early signs like brittle nails, muscle spasms, tooth decay, bone pain, or even insomnia. But here's the good news: you can reverse this process naturally by eating the right calcium-rich foods. And you don't need milk to do it. Let's dive into the 7 most powerful foods that are secretly richer in calcium than a glass of milk. 1. Sesame seeds, the tiny powerhouse. Let's start with something tiny but mighty: sesame seeds. These little seeds may not look like much, but just 2 tablespoons of sesame seeds contain more calcium than a full glass of milk. What makes sesame seeds so special is not just their calcium content, but also their magnesium and phosphorus levels, both of which help your body actually absorb and use calcium more effectively. When you sprinkle sesame seeds on your salads, smoothies, or stir-fries, you're giving your bones a serious upgrade. And here's a fun fact: in many Asian cultures, sesame paste, known as tahini, is considered a bone-strengthening superfood for children and elders alike. If you want to make it even better, lightly roast your sesame seeds before consuming them. This enhances calcium absorption and adds a nutty, rich flavor to your food. Now, here's something the dairy industry won't tell you. The famous slogan, "Milk builds strong bones," was actually created as a marketing campaign, not a scientific fact. While milk does contain calcium, its absorption rate isn't as high as we once believed. In fact, plant-based sources like sesame seeds, kale, and almonds provide calcium in a more bioavailable form, meaning your body absorbs and uses it more efficiently. So next time you see a milk commercial promising super strong bones, remember this: nature has given you far better choices. 2. Kale, the green bone booster. Next up, we have kale, the king of leafy greens. 1 cup of cooked kale gives you about 250 milligrams of calcium, which is nearly the same as a glass of milk, but without the cholesterol or saturated fat. Kale is also rich in vitamin K, an underrated nutrient that plays a crucial role in bone metabolism. Without enough vitamin K, calcium can't bind properly to your bone structure. So think of vitamin K as the glue that helps calcium stick to your bones. Another benefit of kale is that it's rich in antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds, protecting your bones and joints from aging-related damage. Try adding kale to your morning smoothie, or sauté it with olive oil and garlic for a nutrient-packed side dish. Your bones will thank you. At 3. Chia seeds, the bone-strengthening superfood. You've probably heard of chia seeds for weight loss or energy, but did you know they're loaded with calcium? Just 1 ounce, about 2 tablespoons, of chia seeds gives you 180 milligrams of calcium. That's more calcium than a third of a glass of milk. What makes chia even more powerful is its omega-3 fatty acids and protein, which support joint flexibility and muscle strength. Chia seeds also help in maintaining bone density as you age, thanks to their perfect balance of calcium, phosphorus, and magnesium. So, if you want to build strong bones and joints, simply soak chia seeds overnight and mix them into yogurt, smoothies, or oatmeal. Here's something most people don't know: consuming calcium-rich foods isn't enough. If your body doesn't have enough vitamin D, magnesium, or vitamin K2, most of that calcium won't even reach your bones. Instead, it can get deposited in your arteries, increasing your risk of heart disease. That's why balance is key. The foods I'm about to share not only contain calcium but also these essential cofactors that help calcium go exactly where it's needed most: your bones. 4. Almonds, the crunchy bone builder. Who doesn't love almonds? These crunchy nuts are one of the best non-dairy sources of calcium you can find. A single handful of almonds, around 22 nuts, provides 75 milligrams of calcium, along with magnesium, vitamin E, and plant-based protein. But the real magic lies in how almonds improve calcium absorption. Their healthy fats help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin D, which then helps calcium move efficiently into your bones. Almonds are also alkaline in nature, which helps maintain the right pH balance in your body, a crucial factor in preventing bone loss. When your diet becomes too acidic, your body leaches calcium from your bones to neutralize that acid. But by eating alkaline foods like almonds, you help preserve your bone density naturally. You can enjoy almonds as a snack, blend them into almond milk, or sprinkle almond slivers over salads for a delicious calcium boost. Let's pause for a quick but important warning. You might be eating all the right foods, but if your diet is high in sugar, soda, or processed junk, your bones could still be getting weaker. That's because refined sugar and carbonated drinks pull calcium out of your bones to balance your body's pH levels. So, even if you're eating calcium-rich foods, you could be canceling out their benefits with a poor diet. If you truly want strong bones for life, pair these foods with a low-sugar, whole food lifestyle. Your future self will thank you. 5. Sardines, the bone-friendly fish. Now, let's talk about something from the ocean: sardines. These small fish are one of the richest sources of calcium because they're usually eaten with their soft, edible bones. Just 3 ounces of canned sardines provide over 325 milligrams of calcium, more than a full glass of milk. But that's not all. Sardines also come loaded with vitamin D, omega-3 fatty acids, and phosphorus, all of which work together to strengthen bones and joints. The combination of calcium and vitamin D in sardines is particularly powerful because it ensures that the calcium you consume actually gets absorbed into your bones rather than being wasted. If you're not a fan of the strong flavor, try mixing sardines into pasta, spreading them on whole grain toast with lemon, or blending them into fish patties. 6. Tofu, the plant-based calcium champion. For those who love plant-based diets, tofu is a true calcium hero. Just half a cup of tofu made with calcium sulfate contains over 400 milligrams of calcium, nearly double what you get from milk. Tofu is also rich in plant-based protein, making it ideal for maintaining muscle mass while strengthening your bones. And because tofu is low in saturated fat and high in iron, it supports both bone and heart health. What's fascinating is that Asian populations, who traditionally consume less dairy but more tofu and soy, have some of the lowest rates of osteoporosis in the world. Coincidence? Not at all. It's the power of plant-based calcium at work. You can add tofu to stir-fries, soups, or even smoothies for a smooth calcium boost without any dairy. Here's something many people don't realize. After the age of 30, your body stops building new bone mass. That means the calcium you get from food isn't just for growth anymore, it's for maintenance and protection. If your diet lacks calcium, your bones begin to weaken quietly over time, leading to osteoporosis, back pain, or fractures later in life. That's why these foods are not just important for seniors, they're essential for everyone, especially adults in their 30s, 40s, and 50s who want to stay strong, mobile, and independent for decades to come. 7. Amaranth, the ancient grain with modern power. Finally, we have a food that's been around for thousands of years but is now making a powerful comeback: amaranth. This ancient grain is a complete protein and one of the richest plant sources of calcium, packing over 300 milligrams per cooked cup. Unlike refined grains, amaranth also provides magnesium, manganese, and phosphorus, the perfect trio for bone formation and density. It's gluten-free, easy to digest, and helps prevent inflammation in the joints, making it ideal for people with arthritis or bone pain. You can cook amaranth like quinoa, use it in porridge, or mix it into soups. It's delicious, filling, and gives your bones the strength they deserve. Here's a challenge for you. For the next 7 days, try replacing your glass of milk with one of these foods each day. Have a kale smoothie on Monday, sprinkle sesame seeds on Tuesday, enjoy chia pudding on Wednesday, snack on almonds Thursday, eat sardines on Friday, add tofu to Saturday's dinner, and end your week with amaranth porridge on Sunday. After just 1 week, you'll feel more energized, your joints will feel stronger, and your body will thank you for feeding it real, whole, calcium-rich nutrition. So, the next time someone tells you that milk is the best way to get calcium, you'll know the truth. There's a world of powerful, natural foods that can do even better. From tiny seeds to leafy greens and ocean fish, nature provides everything your body needs to stay strong, flexible, and full of life. No dairy required. Remember, it's not just about how much calcium you eat, it's about how well your body absorbs it. So always pair these foods with vitamin D from sunlight or supplements, and keep your lifestyle active and balanced. Because at Peak Physique, we believe true strength comes from what you feed your body and your mind. If you learned something new today, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest health secrets. Stay healthy, stay strong, and keep striving for your peak physique.